Hello, this is Mark from Evolution of Warfare, and another special edition, episode 4 of the 2001 scenario. We're nearing the end of the first year of the Bush presidency, and we are at, I think when my space on my computer left off last time, we were at war progress, and so I'd like to finish this out if possible. So I was kind of confused on my last one, but I think I've got this down now. I'm going to go to here. War progress 15. Page 15. Okay. So that's all done. Then we determine strength, and so that's already determined in this war. So let's go back here and focus on the war here that we have. And this, of course, is against the Taliban, and so they have a force of 6. Now I have to, and I was kind of caught up on this chart over here, which was confusing me, but then right here it says for non-U.S. sides, okay, so I was looking in here thinking, oh, okay, these are replacement numbers, but this is the strength and this is the naval that are included. But down here, total the U.S. strength from all U.S. units in the war's regions, and I think we did that. We go over here, and we move that. We move the. Well, this isn't right because we moved this. This was actually up here. I don't know why that was down there, but so we total the strength here. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. We have 15 on our total strength, and so I'm gonna, and then so I'm just gonna do these counters. Oops. And pull those down. I should probably do. I tell you what I'm gonna do. Instead of pulling these numbers down. So we're at 15. And I'm going to bring out a component. Thinking something didn't save that should have been saved. At any rate, but we're going to pull out a tool here and just pull out a counter. And this is going to be, why did it do that? We're going to call this U.S. strength. And we're at 15, right? Then we count, I guess bring our book back up, right? So follow, make sure we're doing this right. Plus any carriers in the region, which we don't have one in the region, or in the deployment zones. And so we go back over here. We do have, looks like 2 carriers, so that's going to be an additional 4. So that takes us to 19. Okay. Add the strength of any regional troops counters on the U.S. side. Okay, then we also have, in addition to that, we have 2, 4, we have 6 because we got I remember we got a bonus, this bonus chit earlier. So there's for that. And then there's 4 more. So we're at a 25. And that is going to put that back there. Another interruption, but that's all right. Terrorism events. We're not supposed to look at the card. Oh, yeah, I don't want to add 8. Good Lord. And add this to the current crisis deck. Shuffle that up. Hoi vey. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3, Rogue State Impact and Recruiting. There is a Rogue State 4 on the game board. I don't think that there is. There's a level 2. No, that's it. Thankfully. For each Rogue State 2 or 3, decrease that region's stability by 1 box and increase the highest level terror group. Oh, gosh. For 2 or 3 counters. So I think there's just... So here we got to decrease the region's stability box. Ah, crud. And increase terror group by 1 level. Oh, the highest level. That's going to be the guy in the located box. So he's got to come over here. And then I got to pull a level 3 out. Oh, that's awful. And then I know I've got a level 1 state. Increase the regional crisis counter in the region 1 box for the level 1. We had the Middle East fairly secure. And there you go. Okay, so there are rogue states. Recruiting. Randomly select 1 rogue state on the board and roll a d10. Golly. So it looks like we've got just the 2 rogue states. So 1 to 5, the 1, and then 6 to 10, the other one. 4. Okay, randomly. Okay. Okay, roll a d10. A 2. 1 to 5, recruiting success. Increase that rogue state by 1 level. Oh yeah, rogue 3 state is going to... Oh, I'm glad we... Oh my gosh. Level 2. Remove -1 action point from all game-created rogue states that have them. Remove... Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. There are no -1 APs. War effects. For each current war, place a worsening economy counter on the U.S. My economy. So that takes away the economy improving counter. Okay. Unless the current war, we are U.S. winning. For each Civil War counter on the board, increase that region's regional crisis by 1 box. For Civil Wars. Thankfully, we only have 1 act. Oh, there are 2. That's why you go to 1 on the regional crisis ability. Because of these things. Okay, thankfully no major crises, which we would have to go through that whole process here if that was the case. Unexpected consequences of U.S. military footprint. Flip each U.S. military footprint counter and apply the results in that region. Remove the footprint counters and place them. Okay. And I think the only... Okay. We have 3 U.S. footprint counters. So flip +1 to the regional. A +1. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Nothing's ever good, is it, with the U.S. being somewhere in the world? -1. Ooh, that's a positive thing to regional stability. -1. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so there was 2 and 1. And then we place 1 new footprint counter to match the number of non-intel, non-air, non-SOF. Okay, so that's anywhere that we are not in Europe. Intel. So it looks like that's going to only be it's only going to be here. Non-Intel, non-air, non-SOF. So we have 1, 2, 3 counters. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We'll put these over here. 1, yeah. 2, 3. That's because, and that's the price you pay for sending that army, but we were able to inflict some significant losses on the other one. Okay. Good governments and improving stability. For each region that has a regional crisis rating of 0 and contains, so any regional crisis levels of 0. And we had one, and then it went away. We did have one. Oh, there's one. And that one's close. So we do have one. Central America. And contains 0 or 1 unstable counters. Okay, there's 1. And no rogue states. There's no rogue state. Increase the stability by 1 box. So that goes up to that. Cool. For any region that has a regional crisis rating of 1 and no unstable state counters. So we got 1, and that has an unstable. We have 1 and we have an unstable counter. Okay. Okay, for any that has a regional crisis rating of 1 and an unstable, remove it. So that's another reason to do that. So there's 1. We can get rid of that guy. And I know I had one other one with 1. Oh, yep. Eastern Europe. Howdy doody. Well, there's some good stuff right there. Okay. EU economic stability. During each end of turn segment, the Eurozone state of economy may impact Eurozone stability. If the SOE value is 6 or higher, and it is not, it's improving to a 6, but it's not at 6. It's like 5.5. Increase stability by 1 box. If the SOE value is 6 or higher, 3 to 4, which it is not 3 to 4. Otherwise, there's no change. Okay. If all the following are true, the U.S. or U.S. ally is not correct. We are involved in a war. We only have two. Then we... okay, so we don't remove the goodwill markers. Changing world opinion of the U.S. Possible world improved world opinion. Check the current world opinion. And then... okay. Current world opinion is... go over here. Is going to be a 7. Okay. Survey greater than or equal to 6. And this is the regional alignment of 6 or higher. No. 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 1. No. 2. So there's 2. Okay, it does not, because we're at 7. If at least 3 regions have 4 or less, then we have to decrease world opinion. 4 or less. And I think that's going to be the case. Regional alignment. Okay. 4 or less. 5. 5. Maybe not. We might actually be in good shape here. All right. So no, we don't have to decrease. Effects of trade agreements. For each trade agreement, which we did not do. Campaign promises. If you pass legislation that fulfilled, if you did not pass such a to -2, which we did not pass any bill related to our education reform, because we only have Homeland Security on the board. -2 public approval, because we didn't do what we promised, right? We had something else to worry about called the global war on terror. -1 party relations. That's 2 hits to party relations. Wow, 4 friends max. We got 3. Okay. Gosh, guys. Keep the admin priority counter in the campaign promise box. You'll evaluate your success again. It's not the end of turn 4. Now, congressional reaction to your public approval rating. Is it 60% or higher? The RWC. RWC. Relations with Congress. Okay, that's what RWC means. By relations with Congress, that goes up 1 because we're above. And then I get to draw another friend. Let's see, what am I limited to? I'm limited to 4 friends max. So this is going to be my 4th guy. Friend here. And there's going to be another moderate. And I think, again, I'd drawn that. I think I remember doing that. So it's not below. So we move on to the next thing. All right. Decrease, so we don't do that. Add a new year deck and reshuffle. If this is not the turn of N4, add the next year deck. Count the cards and randomly remove half of them. Add those remaining to the new year deck. Shuffle all those cards together and place them in the crisis deck space. This is your new crisis deck for the coming year. Okay. So we have got to move the next year. And whoops. So year 2, we got to put them here. Shuffle those, and then we've got to, whoops. And we've got to do 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We'll put those over there. And this makes up the new crisis deck. Okay, and I think, did that say, count the cards currently in the reshuffle pile. Okay. Wait. Okay, then. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I got to take the discard pile. Oops. Sorry. Gosh, I am just horrible at this. I'm really surprised if no one watches what I'm doing. Flip. Okay. I need to call this the discard deck. There, that way that's that. Okay, that's what I thought happened. Give that a good shuffle. Thank y'all for your, whoever is on here listening, thank you for your patience. All right. New crisis deck. All right, set up for the second term and page 12. Then we're not doing the course sandbox game. Very good. So now we're at the end of, so now we're moving to turn 2, so we're not doing that again. So we think we can actually start with, when we get back here, we want to turn reference book. Okay. So now we move the turn indicator to current 2, and we are going to save this so I can prove to you that I'm doing this. Save game. Actually, we're going to overwrite here episode 4. Okay. Well, thank you all, and that's the end of year 1, 2001, episode 4. For this, again, please like, subscribe, share the channel if you're able, or if you care. Any comments would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much, and we will see you next time. So we are looking at, I had to take a quick break there. So now we're at 25. They have 6. So 6 times, that's 4-to-1 odds that we're dealing with. And so we're going to roll, we have to go to WCT 1. see where WCT1 is at. Oh, that's on page 25. Okay. Okay, and then there were no, if you, back on that, on the strength table, on the non-allied and all of that, oh gosh, war progress, page 15. Okay, so back here, there were no dice roll modifiers for here. If you notice, we're fighting the Taliban. If we're fighting Hamas, there might be a +1 strength. And then Hezbollah influence. That's where the Iranian influence, which there is in the Middle East. So there are no dice roll modifiers. So we go back here to this table. What's that on the end there? Combat. If U.S. or ally use the value to the left of the slash. Oh, okay, so there are some DRMs here on the back. We're not fighting any guerrillas, so there's going to be quite a few U.S. DRMs. But we're on a 4-to-1 odds, which is going to be this far right column over here. So we're going to go ahead and roll a dice, or roll a 10-sided die. There we go. It gave me a 9 again, of course. That's not good. So we have to apply our dice roll modifiers here. So if U.S. war, which it is, and U.S. FNI counter is in the region, which I believe it is. Let me pop this up here. Focus national intelligence count. Oh, no. Yeah, here it is. Yes. So we get a -1. So that's going to drop that to an 8. Pull that. We might be able to pull this out. If U.S. is attacker, I'm another -1. So that drops it down to 7, thankfully. Here we go. I bet this saved us. If U.S. war and there's a U.S. heavy counter in the region, and remember we moved that and we used an action to flip it over from in transit to there, which I don't know what happened. I was going back through all my saved games, and I hope this isn't messed up, but I don't think it is. So that's another -1. So now we're down to 6. If U.S. war, there's a USAF counter in the region, and there is. That just drops it. Look at that, 5. If U.S. or ally attacking, defending, and the total of Russia is 2 or more, and there is, Russia, China combined influence is 2 or more. Okay. Use the value to the left of the slash. So it's at +1. Those pesky Russians. Now we're back up to 6. However, this is not a naval or naval-air war. And it's not an air-to-air. It's combined air-ground war. And that's what we have going on. I believe here, yes, it's a combined air-ground war. All right. So we have a 6. So let's go back to our chart. 5 to 7. 1 left and 2 defender losses. Wow. If one side has not won, make peace. Ignore an initial war progress. Okay, that's if this happens again next time, but we are winning. And then he suffers 2 defender losses. So that's going to change that to a 4 here. Flip. So we did some damage to the Taliban in that action. So that's good. Okay. Then the next thing we do I guess I should have looked at the... Oh, here we go. Back over this way. War progress, which we did. Wars and civil wars. Okay. So now we do the civil wars stuff. I think civil wars is on page 15 as well. Here we go. For each civil war or ceasefire counter in the region. So we have several of these. Thought we had a ceasefire. I am pretty sure, I think something happened, but I can't go back and change anything. Dang it. I think I didn't save my last play that I did in episode 2, which was completely messed up. But, oh well. All right. Maybe I'm thinking about a video I saw. Who knows? But we'll just go ahead and go forward from here with Civil Wars. Give UN action. Because, yeah, you know what? If there's... Yeah, I thought so. All the UN stuff I did and the domestic actions, I bet you they're down there. I have a feeling I have completely messed up this play. Oh, man. Well, we're just going to have to move forward as if nothing happened here. So, just to continue on to the game. So I apologize for that. I got to remember to save the game on Tabletop Simulator. Dang it. Because I know the UN, we had some ceasefire. I know that transit, that's what keyed me in that there was something wrong, because I had moved that heavy unit into Central South Asia because I knew the war stuff was going to come up. But anyway, all right, we're just going to have to move forward. So I know that I could use some action points, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. One action point or one UN goodwill. So a -1. So we're looking at there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 civil wars. And so we're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4. We're down to 10 on our action points. All right. So let's dial in here and do these civil wars. And all of the dice that I had dice for each country on here. Dang it. Well, I'll change the colors off of line, but we'll pop some dice up here, so I don't have to. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. Okay, let me do this real quick so that I can not go crazy. And I'll do the colors later. Just trying to be, head of the game, and I look like an idiot. All right. Well, I am an idiot. But let's roll here. All right, for Civil War. And we got a -1, so 3. Ceasefire. Replace Civil War counter with Civil War ceasefire. Well, that's good. And I don't think, no. Okay. And decrease regional crisis by 1 box. Okay, that's good. All right, now down here. Ooh, 9, 8. Fighting intensifies. Increase regional crisis. That's why we keep them at 1. Ah, come on, pal. All right, we got one down here. We have a 7. Fighting continues, no further effect. And then our final Civil War is right here. A 2, -1. Ceasefire. Replace Civil War with Civil War ceasefire. So that's positive. And then decrease regional crisis by 1 box, which is always a good thing. Wow. Middle East is not in crisis. That's good. Place 1 UN regional peacekeeper. Okay. Remove an Iranian influence counter. And that is, yes. Excellent. We get that guy, bad boy, out of there. That's outstanding. Okay. Oh, I forgot to check. Regional stability is 5 or less. Gosh, I need to do better on this. Oh, well. Nothing more we can do. Well, see, this was an... Okay, hold on here. So this was 9, 8, so 7. Okay, that goes back. This was an 8. That goes to 7. Yes, there's that regional... It's here in major crisis, and I know I changed it. Oh, well. 4-3. Okay, so I think that's good for that. So that's the civil wars that we are dealing with. Any for diplomatic or military actions. All right. Well, we definitely want to work on this regional crisis in Africa because it's not good to be in a major crisis. I think there's a lot of problems that it causes. So let me go up here to diplomatic. Yes, we want to do crisis relief. Roll a D10 in that area. I'll go back up here. Pop that up. Here down in Africa. We have a 4, and we get to decrease the region by 1 box. Okay, so that's 1 action. I think it's diplomatic or military. We're going to do this, I think it said 4. Yeah, we're going to do this until we get it down to 1, so 2 more times. Minus the diplomatic, hold on here, of my Secretary of State. And that is going to be this guy. And he has a 1, so it's another -1. gosh, I got to remember these dice roll modifiers. So 4 minus 1 is 3, and then regional stability is 6 or higher. It's not. So it's a 3 by 1 box, so nothing changed. Okay, it would have been a 1 I would have needed to have had. Second roll, we got another 3. So it's a 2 by another box, so that's good. We're helping, and we're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to do a military action. A 4, 3, decrease, good. We got that back to 1, which is what we want to do. And now we've got one military action that we can do. And we're obviously, where is that? Yeah, where are those? I remember, okay, I think we got in this number 3 terror group we were able to reduce. And so let me go to military actions. And we are going to, oh yeah, so we're going to perform a raid. And WM2, a raid or 2 drone strikes. So let's go to that. And I really want to do some damage to that guy. W2, page 9. Okay, whoops, hit my microphone. Yeah, we're gonna try a soft raid. We've been that gives us a chance to knock that down by 2. So let's go ahead and roll, and then we'll do our dice roll modifiers. Okay, a 7. -1 if there is a U.S. Special Ops and a U.S. Intel counter in the region. There is. So that's going to drop that down to a 6. -1, yes. That's going to drop it down to a 5 for focused national intelligence. -2 if it's UK, NATO, or joint ally raid. It's not. -2, it's not an Israeli one. +1, so it's back up to a 6 because it's a level 3. And then there aren't that many influence. So we have a 6. Success with casualties. Decrease terror group by 1 level. At least we got rid of a... At least we got rid of a level 3 terror group. And move that over there. But we did have casualties, so we're going to take a hit on, obviously, move terror group to gathering, and -1 public approval, and then there's an asterisk. It is a U.S. raid, and so we lose 1 public approval. So we're down to 66. Okay, so that is my 4. Okay, any 4 diplomatic or military actions. Now we're down here on the, I remember because I did a little point down here for this, and I know what this is going to be before I did its statement. I get 1 U.S. economic assistance, and I did that to help change that India, I think that's, oh no, the Gulf states are in India. Oh, okay, nope. Go back. It was India. That's right. Okay, so that was that action. I remember that. Now we get to draw 1 chit. And we're going to one random regional crisis, and then we got to pick another chit. One random regional crisis. So I think that's to this book again. Regional crisis. Yeah, that's going to be we're going to roll a dice. Oops. A 4, but I want to go back up here to the book and on the chits and just make sure I'm referring to the right chart. I'm pretty sure this is right. Oh, there we go. Random regional crisis, WD1. Okay. Roll a D10 to determine which region has the crisis, and then roll a D10. So we've rolled, and we have a 4, I believe. So that is meaning it's going to be the Middle East. Oh, great. So let's roll again. And then do our die roll modifiers. We have a 6. Okay. Let's check. All right. The regional stability is going to be a 4. Minus 6, 7, 8. No. It is going to be a +1. So this is going to change to a 7. Okay. And then -1 per very close U.S. ally in the region. And that is, well, it would just be Israel. So now we're back down to 6. +1 civil war in the region. We have ceasefire, so it's a non-ceasefire. +2 if there's at least one war other than a civil war. Now that's over in South Asia, thankfully. And then +1 per game created rogue state in the region, and there is one. So that's another +1. So that brings us back to a 7. So all the good was outweighed by the bad. Terror network deploys. Roll a D10 to determine the region. Oh, man. A 3, Eurozone. Place a level 1 terror group in the Eurozone. Level 1 terror group in the Eurozone. And then, where is it? Increase the Eurozone regional crisis by 1 box. Okay, so we've got oh man, that's not good. They're heading for a major crisis. That's not good at all. Okay, so that was our first action. Now we get to draw again. Russia acts second time. Now the nice thing is they get a I thought they had a -1. Yeah, see that was, I remember last game. I think China and Russia both had a -1, but you know what? We don't have that. So now we have to go over here to Russia acts. Just great. Determine a victory or auto loss. And I think, do they have a base in Eastern Europe? No, they do not. Is there a total of 9 or more counters? So we got to count those up. 1, 2. I know we removed some. So it's 2 Russian counters. I guess we should update the China ones. There's, China acted. There's one China influence. One, that's two. That's three. Okay, so they only have three. So that's, I didn't take that. I got to do that. Remember to do that. So no, they have not won. If Russia's not, then did you just draw the Russia Acts 2 crisis chit? Yes. That is a minor activation for which you skip down to remaining action hierarchy and perform 2 actions. Remaining actions, that's H. D, oh, that's good. H, perform 2 actions in order. So there's no cyber attacks, so we can't do that one. Initiate multi-domain, low-intensity gray zone attacks to expand Russia influence in neighboring regions. 1 action. If any regions have 3 or more Russia influence counters, create a base. Well, no, there's not. Immediately do. Okay, so make 1 roll below on the first region specified by the following conditions. 0 to 1 in Eastern Europe. So let's go up here, and yes, there is. Roll a d10. Okay, this is going to be in Eastern Europe. And they get as a 10. Roll a d10 and add these selected regions U.S. regional alignment. And that's a 4-5, so that's a 15. On a result of 10, no effect, but does account for action. Okay, if you still have actions remaining, go to number 3. Compromise to facilitate removal of sanctions. Are there any sanctions? No, there is not. Are not. Secure, exploit, militarize the Arctic. Roll a d10. So we'll do that for Russia. They roll a 6. Warming ice pack allows increased use of northern ports and training of naval units. Increase, let me make sure there's no, there are no modifiers to that. So increase naval forces training, which is over here on the capabilities tracks. So naval, that increases them 1 box. All right. So that is the Russia Acts 2. All right. Now we got to roll another dice. We are now right down here. We got to roll a dice. And we're almost to the end of the turn, which we'll end the video with that. Oh, gosh. A 10. I get to draw a chit. Oh, man. That's not good. Draw a crisis card. Here it is. Ba-dum. Radicals in Congress directly challenge president. -1 relations with Congress. So let's take this up here and just drop it down here. -1 relations with Congress. So that drops it down to a 7. Did not need this. Adjust bipartisan cooperation by 1 and make a presidential prestige check. So my prestige is a 1 through 6. And it's a 7. I failed it. So -2, see, -1 to party relations. So much for 9/11, right? Party relations, where is that at? Oh, goodness gracious me. Party relations. Here, oh, okay, I had it. So 5 friends max, I just have 3, okay. And that's going to change that party relations from a 4 down to that. And then -2, 1 action point, and 2 public approval. So that's going to drop that down to 8. And 2 public approval. Nasty hobbitses. -1 plus, what does that mean? -1 media slant +1. How weird is that? I guess I should look media. My media relations, I have a, +1 public approval. Okay, so I gain a public approval back. Okay. Because the public approval, the media, and they like me. It's George W. Bush. It's good to be here. Okay, so now we put this down in our little discard pile over here. All right, I believe that now takes us down to the end of turn stuff that we have to do, cleanup and consequences. Okay. Whew. Let's make this so we can see this a little bit better. And I think that's at the end. Oops. First of all, place any drawn Russia acts or China acts back in the correct boxes. So I know Russia act and I know China acted. These go back down here. And then Russia Acts 2 goes here. Okay. Place any drawn Russia Acts 2 or oh, oh, I did this all wrong. Okay. They are posture 1. Okay. So place any drawn Russia Acts 2 in the extra action box. Okay, so that does go back. Leave any undrawn chits in the draw cup, then return all other crisis chips to the draw cup. Okay, and I believe that is... Okay, all of this stuff. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. Okay, so if they were at posture 2, they would get to keep that second act. Flip over the 4 ally rogue group counters and randomize them, place them letter sized. Okay, so that's this down here. But we only used, so the second one did not happen because it didn't record, but we are going to just press forward. So there are 4 allies rogue group states in that. Flip over, move all bills in the past and signed bills to the unused box where they are now eligibly chosen. I don't think we have any passed or signed bills. No, we just have that Homeland Security bill. Well, we need to pass. Definitely. I think we'll be doing legislative stuff a little bit later. I think early on in the game. Okay. Place a trending anti-U.S. counter on both Russia and China relations. Okay, so basically that takes that away. And this is going to, anti-U.S. We'll just pop that down there. Okay, there we go. All right, next on cleanup. Adjust public priorities by moving counters up from the list to fill any blank spaces. Public priorities. There are none. Okay, randomly draw. You may change or reorder yours. No, Homeland Security, immigration reform, and I think we're going to pull out a cybersecurity priority bill. I think we definitely... Oh, wait, there is no cyber. Never mind. I forgot about that. Expanded military. That seems like something that George W. Bush would have done after 9/11 for sure. So we're going to take out Social Security, which was something that President Bush ran on for sure. And actually we're going to bump it to 2. Yeah, until we get these terror, as Bush would say, terror groups out of CONUS, we've got to keep that up there. All right, number 2, consequences: regional stability, impact on security, and limitation of growth of terror groups. For each of the 8 world regions, look at the current stability and make the following adjustments. Okay, so we'll start in Eurozone, which is a 6. Place 1 new level 1 terror group. Oof. Okay, if there are any rogue states, there are not. Okay, so that's Eurozone. Eastern Europe is a 5. Place 2. Oh my goodness. No, unstable state, no effect on rogue states. All right, let's go down here to Central and South America. 4. Oh gosh. Place 2 new level 1 terror groups in Central America. Gosh. The global war against terror. No effect on rogue states. Middle East is going to be a 4 also. Gosh. 4. Okay, now, no effect on rogue states. Okay, Central South Asia is a 4. Oh my gosh. 2. South America is a 4. Africa is a freaking 3. Place 2. Again, yeah, not surprised. Two level 1s that increase the highest level terror group by 1 level. If it's a 4 already, oh my goodness. Whoops. That's not good. If it's a 4 already, okay, add 1 unstable state counter to the region. Jeez. So much for Africa getting cleaned up. Then we're up here on, so we got to work on stability. A 4, 2 more, there's 4. I think it says maximum of 4. There's some saving grace there. Oh, wait. What is it? Stability is a 4. 5 total terror groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's good. And then here, regional stability is a 6. Place 1. And I don't think there are any rogue states there, and I think that's going to be it. No, there is not, but place 1. Next year, we're going to have a lot of international work cut out for us. Stabilization. Good night. This game just drives you crazy. Okay. So that's 1. 2, terrorist recruiting and planning in 2 random regions. Make 2 D10 rolls to determine which regions. Increase level 1 to level 2. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. So we got to do 2 to determine the regions. So we got a 7. 7 and 5. South America and the Middle East. Whoops. Oh, that's right. We wanted to keep. So South America and the Middle East. Increase level 1s to level 2s. So that oldest one flips. That one flips. Then make a Homeland Security check. And that has not been good. I need to work on raising that. I got to figure out how. Over here, Homeland Security is a 4. Golly, we're going to get another terror group. And 8. Oh my gosh. Add a level 1 terror group. To the U.S. and add 1 new terrorism card to the existing crisis deck.